Hi there, Scorpio. This is the Spirit Warrior with your weekly reading. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Today we're doing energies and predictions for the month of December. Oh dear, it's the end of the year already. That is a scary, scary thing, isn't it? This year has just gone evaporated into nothingness. So here we are. The first row is the first week of December. We have the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups and then the King of Cups. In the second week, we have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. In the third week, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Nine of Wands. And in the last week of December, here comes the damn Five of Swords. What a pest he is. And then we have the Tower card. And lucky last is the Temperance card. We'll draw one more card, which is the Mystery card and the overarching energy for the reading. And we'll turn that over at the end. We'll just put that right there. So in the first week, we have the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Cups. All cups. It seems in the first week, emotions and the feelings of your heart are highlighted, don't they? So the Seven of Cups is a card of many options. The universe is saying there's all these amazing possibilities in your life, but of course you need to be aware that not all of them are palatable. But this does say, now is the time to make choices in your life of what you want to create in your life. And of course, these are just thoughts and dreams and ideas. So they need to be pulled down from the divine plane to the earthly plane to manifest them. The Ten of Cups is the happy ever after story. So life is feeling good. Scorpio, this is the promise of joy and happiness. And it can also be fortune after difficulty. So it can say, there has been a difficult cycle. You enter a new phase, which is much more joyous and happy and has the promise of being that happy ever after story. The King of Cups is the master of his emotions. You can see the seas are swirling around his throne. And this says, even in the most difficult times, he has control and understanding of his emotions so that he can navigate even the most difficult times. So this is really saying, as life moves on, you can be positive and create the outcome you want, even when things might feel tough or difficult. The Seven of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles clarifies the Ten of Cups. And the Sun card clarifies the King of Cups. Now, that's a totally different perspective, isn't it? The Page of Swords is new messages and information. He is a curious page, so that kind of fits with the Seven of Cups, doesn't it? It says now is the time to be curious and to explore all the possibilities of your life. And the Ace of Pentacles is a new path, particularly in money and finance and wealth creation. So combined with the Ten of Cups, this really says that you're about to get all your dreams and wishes coming true. Love, joy and happiness and a new path to prosperity and abundance. And the Sun card clarifying the King of Cups says everything's going to come out fine. More than fine. This is the warmth of the sun filling your life and you're feeling joyous, happy, and amazingly exhilarated and ready to receive the bounty of life. So it really is a beautiful week, isn't it? What a great start. In the second week, we have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So all these cards represent new beginnings, don't they? The Ace of Cups is the universe offering you a cup overflowing with love, joy, and happiness. So again, combined with the Ace of Pentacles, this promises much positivity and opportunity to create the life that you want in a most amazing way. The Page of Wands is the outrageous page, I've decided. He's the one that pushes the limits. He's out in the desert trying to push the limits of life and discover what possibilities the universe has for him. So it really is about that person who has the outrageous clothes and the outrageous personality, and they make life joyous and they're ready to enjoy all the possibilities the universe sends their way. And the Knight of Cups, of course, is the knight in shining armour. It can be the promise of new love. And if we combine it with the Ace of Cups, there's a lot of promise. So, Scorpio, if you're looking for romance in December, it could be here. It could be amazing. If you're not looking for love, this can mean to follow your heart. But there's a lot of new opportunity happening here in the second week, and it could be an amazing week for you. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. The Strength card clarifies the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles clarifies the Knight of Cups. So the energy of love is really intense in this second week, isn't it now? The Lovers can indeed mean a new romance in your life with your soul partner. This could be amazing. And so you could have an incredible Christmas romance. Of course, if you're not looking for love, this can be a choice or a decision. So there may be something that confronts you in this second week that you have to put your mind to and decide which way you want to go. The Strength card is a card of inner resilience. It's about going deep within yourself and calming those untamed voices that say you're not good enough, or that life, or that you're never going to achieve. All those voices of self-doubt. And really, the challenge of the Page of Wands is to just ignore these voices and go out and do it anyhow. That's really what it's about, isn't it? Have the strength to put in your hand in the lion's mouth and quell the voices and go and explore the opportunities that come into your life. And the Knight of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds. So it could say that as you create a new relationship, this may be the time to plant new seeds of opportunity in your life. If you're not looking for love, this can be follow your heart, Knight of Cups, and plant seeds, Knight of Pentacles. So follow your heart and plant the seeds of your passions and desires to grow an amazing legacy in your life. In the third week, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Nine of Wands. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of review. This is looking at the harvest of life and asking questions about whether it's good enough, whether this is what you really want to do with your life, whether there's a better way. So as the year begins to end, now maybe you're looking back at what you've created this year, and maybe you're starting to make decisions about what you want to do in 2026, which is a scary thought, isn't it? And the Judgment card is the end of a cycle. And it says you're rising up from the ashes of your old life, ready to create something new and amazing. So really this fits with the Seven of Pentacles. This is about that end of year phase of your life when you're going, that didn't really turn out how I wanted, but maybe we can do this next year, or this is what we should do. And the Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. It says that this year may have been difficult, and as I said in the midweek reading, and if you haven't, as you know, I do a full reading around Sunday or Monday, and Thursday or Friday I do a shortened midweek catch-up. And if you haven't watched that midweek reading, you should, because it really was an amazing and dynamic reading. But it talks about the end of difficult times and the beginning of amazing new possibilities. And this speaks to the fact that 2025 may have been a struggle and a battle. And in numerology, this year was a 9 year, which is the end of a cycle. So it says things are coming to an end. And this represents these two cards beautifully, doesn't it? And the new year is a 1 cycle, which is new beginnings. So clearly there's an end of a phase that is happening at this time of the year. And this says, even though it's been a battle, you've persevered. And this often talks about somebody who has struggled so much, they're starting to think about whether they should give up. And this really says, no, doesn't it? It really says now is the time to rise up from the ashes of your past life. So it really does say, Scorpio, keep going. You're strong and you're powerful. And there's some amazing opportunity in this reading, isn't there? Particularly with the 2 aces, the Lovers and the Sun card. The 7 of Pentacles is clarified by the 7 of Pentacles. The High Priestess clarifies the Judgment card. And the Tower card clarifies the 9 of Wands. So, of course, we have the Tower card twice here. And that could be significant, couldn't it? So, the 7 of Pentacles twice also says the universe is being emphatic. Now is the time to review what you achieved and what you didn't achieve, and think about what you want to do in 2026. The High Priestess clarifying the Judgment card says that as you plant a new course, as this phase ends and you start to look towards new beginnings, you have the guidance of the High Priestess, and you can go behind the veil and listen to your intuition and dreams, and this will give you a guiding path forward to 2026. Now, the Tower card clarifying the 9 of Wands says that this is a transformative phase of your life, and the Tower card did come up in the midweek reading, and I really feel this is a period of amazing change, that we're ringing out the times of difficulty and struggle, and now it's time to transform the foundations of your life and build a new structure for the 1 year next year, 2026, to build something new and amazing. So the Tower card can be an epiphany or an aha moment, and that's maybe where the 7 of Pentacles comes in. As you contemplate and think about what life means, you may receive an aha moment or an epiphany. But of course, the Tower card has a sting in the tail, like the Scorpio, doesn't it? It says if you don't make positive changes, then the universe will make the changes for you. So it really is an amazing time here, I think, for you, Scorpio. In the 4th week, we have the 5 of Swords, the Tower card, and the Temperance card. So the 5 of Swords is a card of conflict and conquest, but it really is about leaving a difficult situation behind. So that may be a relationship, a work situation, a partnership, some other sort of situation in your life that has become untenable. This person represents a situation or a person who won't change. They are fixated on power and control, and they're willing to do anything to win. And this really says you've come to the decision that this path is a dead end, really, and that the only way to create something new in your life, or a new path in your life, is to leave it behind. And so this really says, if we combine this with the Tower card, that this Five of Swords situation is a roadblock, and it's been coming up in many, many readings. And so it really says, now is the time to leave the conflict behind. And this could be your Tower moment, couldn't it? This is the time to make radical change and leave it behind. And it also confirms that if you don't change the situation, then it may be changed for you in a most unforgiving way. So the universe has really been quite strong here in saying, now's the time to change, Scorpio. It's time to build new foundations. And the Temperance card is a card of rebalancing, healing, and alchemy. And so Temperance enables you to heal and rebalance this circumstance in the Five of Swords, but it also gives you the power of alchemy to change your life and this situation from one thing to another. That's why the angel is pouring the water from one cup to another. They're changing the water from one thing into another. And now is the time to change your life from one of difficulty and struggle to positivity and new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Sun card, and the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of joyous and amazingly positive energy available to you here, Scorpio. The Five of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Wands. The Moon card clarifies the Tower card. And the Justice card clarifies the Temperance card. So the Ten of Wands is the end of a cycle, isn't it? But it is also a card of struggle and battling on in life. And it says, you're nearly at the farmhouse. You've nearly completed this phase of struggle in your life, and now you should get ready to put the wands of struggle down. And it certainly says that this battle has been a struggle, doesn't it? And the Moon card clarifying the Tower card says that you've certainly felt uncertain and really wondering how you're going to emerge from the murkiness and difficulty of the Five of Swords. And the universe is saying, there's all this Tower energy. Now is the time to emerge from the murky pond, and now is the time to leave the murkiness of life behind. And the Justice card is another card of rebalancing. And with the Temperance card, this is really a powerful combination. This is a karmic rebalance. It says, as you leave the Five of Swords behind, as you rebuild foundations in your life, there will be a rebalancing of the scales. And if there's any injustices in your life, these will start to be resolved in your favour. And this really is a whole rebalancing or recalibration of your life to bring amazing new possibility your way. That is incredible, isn't it? We'll turn over the mystery card. And it is the Six of Wands. Now, I hate harking back to the midweek reading, but that's exactly what happened. That the Six of Wands was the mystery card and the overarching energy for the reading. And it says and confirms, Scorpio, this is a time for victory and success. This is an incredible time for transformation. So as the 9-year of 2025 comes to an end, you're about to receive victory and success. And this gives you an amazing launching pad for 2026, doesn't it? The Six of Wands is clarified by the Magician. So this really is the universe saying there's a phase of your life closing off, and it hasn't been an easy phase. But now the universe is saying there's a beautiful new phase, a 1 year coming in 2026. and you have all the tools of the tarot to create your amazing life. And this will bring victory and success. And that is an amazing outcome. That is a powerful combination, and there's incredibly powerful energy here to utilize to create, to close off 2025 in style and start to create an amazing new beginning in 2026. Now that is an amazing reading, Scorpio. I really think it's awesome. I hope you liked that reading. Give me a like and subscribe so you can catch me next time. I send you much love, joy, peace and happiness. And this is the Spirit Warriors signing out. Ciao.